program is sponsored by the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, the Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, Ocean Springs Chamber of Commerce, the area high schools, the Explosion of Excellence contributors, of course, and the Explosion of Excellence Steering Committee. Tonight we're going to honor our community's top 10% graduating seniors. Congratulations. But before we get on with the ceremony, I always like to take a moment and ask everyone in the auditorium to give the parents and the family members of these young men and women a big round of applause, because without them, we all know this wouldn't be possible. Now I'd like to introduce our platform guest, and as I call out your name, if you could just raise your hand. Mr. James Huey, East Central High. Mr. Boyd West, Goshen High. Mr. Jeff Mumford, Moss Point High. Mr. David Baggett, Ocean Springs High. Mr. Ronald Roberts, Pascagoula. Miss Kay McKenna, Resurrection High. Miss Dina Holland, St. Martin High. Mr. Anthony Gruich, Van Cleve High. Dr. Carmen Walters, VP, the Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, Jackson County campus. Mr. Kelly Sessoms, incoming chairman of the board of directors for the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce, my incoming boss. Mr. Barry Cumbus, Jackson County Board of Supervisors. Representative Jeremy Anderson. Mrs. Pat Desher, the founder of the Explosion of Excellence. And Dr. Bill Desher, co-chairman of the Explosion of Excellence. Mr. Todd Trenchard, director of the Baco McCarty Foundation. Let's give them all a big round of applause. It's with honor that I introduce Dr. Carmen Walters, Vice President of Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, to share some welcoming words with you for the evening.
Good evening. Welcome to everyone. On behalf of Dr. Mary Graham, our board members, our administrative team, faculty, and staff of Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, we want to say welcome. We're so excited tonight. We look forward to this event every year. And I'd like to say that Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College is proud to be partners with the Jackson County Chamber, the Ocean Springs Chamber, the Main Street Tourism Board, and all of the high school principals, superintendents, and of course, all of you. Tonight is so special. When I look out, I look at all the faces, I see our presence and I see our future. And the future looks so bright, I need sunglasses. I'm grateful for this opportunity to stand before you, such an august group, and I'm excited for what this stands for. It means that a door is open for you by someone who cares, and that's the group that's sitting up here and all of the donors who gave on tonight. So I want to say congratulations to all of you. I want to say thank you to your parents who've taken the time to shepherd you in this direction. And I want to say it's okay to make MGCCC your first choice. And to help you do that tonight, we we have a wonderful group of folks. I'm going to ask them to stand in the back. We have representatives from our Honors College and our Phi Theta Kappa program. Dr. Sison would like you to stand, and Dr. Bailey would like you to stand. And we also have our academic dean here tonight, Dr. Bradley, our student services dean here tonight, Dr. Messeroy, and our business dean, Dean Franks. And we also have our recruiter, Joel. Wave your hand, Joel. Those folks are here tonight to answer questions. Now, they can answer any question about Mississippi Gulf Coast, and they can talk to you about financial aid, but more importantly, they can talk to you about our transfer mission. Every road from Gulf Coast Community College leads to work or to a university. So I invite you to start here tonight. Thank you.
Mr. Barry Cumbus of the Jackson County Board of Supervisors is here to give us a welcome as well.
I was in Washington, D.C. the first part of last week with the delegation from George County. We were sitting out in a hall waiting to see Senator Cochran at one point, and there was a lady come walking up to me, and she said, "I think I know you from somewhere." And I looked at her, and I said, "Yeah, I think you do." And it was Dr. Walters walked up to me. And tomorrow this, just be careful when you go somewhere. You don't know who you're going to run into. My wife Mary and I have a son, Adam, who just finished his second year in law school at Ole Miss. We're very proud of what Adam's accomplished. He's done a great job. I know in the last couple of months, whenever we called him, he was usually either in the law school library or public library studying, getting ready for finals. And Adam came home this past Sunday after he finished his final test on Saturday, and when he came walking in the house, he had on one of these, I call them sock cats, pulled down over his ears, and had on no t-shirt and shorts. It just looked terrible, you know. And I wanted to ask him if that's what he wore to class, but I decided I wouldn't. There's some things you just don't want to know, you know, so I had to remember that he was doing very good. But young folks, y'all about to enter into what's going to be a wonderful and very challenging time in y'all's life. And there's going to be a lot of days you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone to make some decisions and steps that could affect you for the rest of your life. And I want to encourage you, before you make those steps, think about them, you know, give it some thought to what you want to do, but to make those steps. The steps you make in the next few years will help determine who you are years from now. And if you make mistakes, don't let that bother you. You know, mistakes are just learning lessons. Just keep moving forward. After you have to get your education, I would like to encourage all of you to come back here to Jackson County. We want to have you here, need to have you here. You are our future. And good luck to all of you, and God bless each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cumbus. Our next speaker has some welcoming words, Mr. Kelly Sessoms.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the chairman of the Jackson County Chamber, Alan Sutton, I bring you greetings here tonight. I'd like to welcome all the parents, students, educators, guests, family, and friends who are making this night very special. It's a very special night for all the outstanding students who have demonstrated academic excellence and a will to succeed. John Maxwell said, "Success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefit others." I think you'll agree these are all things that we can all aspire to do. So on behalf of the Chamber, I commend all of the scholarship recipients tonight, as well as their parents, family, and friends. I wish you all the best on your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Now I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. He is the 22-year-old son of Jennifer and Joe Anderson, grandson of Fannie and the late Alton Joseph Sr. He is a graduate of Moss Point High School, received his associate's degree in criminal justice from Pearl River Community College. He is currently a senior at Tulane, studying Homeland Security and Public Relations. He has served in an array of leadership positions, including serving as the 2010 Youth of the Year for the Boys and Girls Club of Jackson County, first runner-up for the State of Mississippi Youth of the Year. He was published in Who's Who among outstanding American students and was elected 2009 Mississippi Boys State Lieutenant Governor. At the age of 16, he founded a nonprofit organization known as the Purple Knights of America, which is dedicated to serving as mentoring organization to young boys ages 11 to 18. He has 3 goals that are driving forces behind his ambition. He has a lot of ambition. Number 1, making a difference in the lives of kids. Number 2, empowering young males to reach their highest potential. And number 3, inspiring young people to believe in education in order to succeed in life. He represents District 110 in the Mississippi Legislature, covering Moss Point and Pascagoula. When he won his seat in November of 2013, he became the youngest African American ever elected to legislature in the United States history. He is also the youngest elected to the Mississippi Legislature. MSNBC has designated him as the Millennial Leader. Since his inauguration, he has appeared on MSNBC, he has been featured in the NAACP magazine, and he was a guest on the Tom Joyner Morning Show with Roland Martin. He appeared in Essence magazine as a future presidential candidate. He ran for the legislature to inspire his generation that they have the ability to do anything. His immediate plans are to graduate from Tulane University